Hello, friends. Um, so this past week, I have been sick I had an asthma flare up this week. Was not fun, and was totally fine Monday and Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, I couldn't breathe. And thank the Lord I had my inhaler, used that. And since then, I have not been feeling very well. I've not been doing well physically. Yesterday was the first day that I got to experience being in my bed and resting. So that was very nice. Still have a slight cough, but things have loosened up in my chest. I'm feeling some change occurring. Thank you, God. I did have wheezing this morning, so I'm not 100% out of the woods, but I'm getting there. Anyway, I share all that to say I've had a crazy week. And then, as we all know, about the tragic death of Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, as well as some other victims as well. I think there were 9 in total that were in the helicopter yesterday morning. Getting that news was like, whoa, it was shocking, honestly. I didn't believe it when I first heard it. I was laying in bed, and I just didn't believe it. But in any event, it just had me thinking a lot about the life that I live and how I am living it. And I know, man, there's just so much, but I think what I'm thinking of now is I'm thinking a lot about being a mom, and I'm thinking a lot about just this season in life. It could be very easy for me to just dive in, focus on my kids, focus on my marriage, focus on what they have going on, what are they into, what do they like, and all of those things are really great. It's great to think about those things as a parent. It's important for us to invest in our children. Yes, absolutely. But lately I've been thinking a lot about my own creative energy and what exactly do I myself want to create. And I think that's important to highlight too. You know, what exactly do we want to do as moms? And I say moms because it is a very specific group of us that we are raising our children. We're in the throes of it, the thick of it right now. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And it's hard work. It's hard work to balance caring for ourselves and our kids. And I really felt that a lot this week being sick. I really felt like, man, this is hard. This is really difficult. I'm struggling. I can barely breathe, and I'm needing to still care for these 2 little human beings that still depend on me. They're able to do a lot of great things on their own, and I'm so thankful for that. Especially my 8-year-old. My 4-year-old does as well. But still, they still need me in a lot of different ways. And I need to rest. And so it's important for me to really take care of myself. And so I've really been hit home with that this week. So when hearing the news about Kobe Bryant and his daughter, that I instantly thought about his wife. I instantly thought about, man, she just lost her husband and her daughter like that in a moment. They're gone, you know? And just how precious life really is. How important it is to really live life, like really live. And that's something that, from what I'm learning more about Kobe, his reputation. His reputation was that he really lived his life. He really, really lived. And there was an interview that I recently just watched of him, and he talked about how he did not miss playing in the NBA. And a big part of that was he felt like he really had to prove himself in the NBA. Granted, you know, he was the youngest player, still the youngest player to date to actually start in the NBA. He was 17 years old when he started, fresh out of high school, skipped college, went right into the NBA. And so he really felt like he had to prove himself that entire time, and he had a lot of pressure, and he was very competitive, and he just had to have a tunnel vision, a tunnel focus. And when he retired, he said he really got to think about what he really wanted. He got to answer his own questions for himself. And that really stood out to me. That I connected with a lot, because that's where I am in my life, where I'm asking myself those questions. Michelle, what do you want to create? How do you want to make a contribution? Yes, I contribute by investing in my children's life, and I find that is my priority, and that is something I'm very passionate about. But I really have gotten in touch a lot with my passion for emotional intelligence and personal wellness, and the importance for women, especially mothers that are raising children, that you have kids at home, they're under 18, you know, and they are at home with us, and we are intentional about investing in these little lives. And I just started thinking about, what investment am I making in my own life? And honestly, for a long time, I felt like it was selfish of me to even consider what I really wanted to do. And if I was doing something as a stay-at-home mom, my kids were always involved in that, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And when you're a stay-at-home mom, that's what we do. We take care of our families. That's what we do, you know? And it's a very rewarding, and it's a very high call, and it's a blessing. But a part of me has been feeling like, man, but I'm a woman. Like, before I had my kids, it was me. You know, like, I was here before they were here. And it's important that it's becoming very clear to me that as I get older, like, man, life really is short. And it ends like, bam, it's gone. Like, when it's over, it's over. And, you know, that was a big focus for me, just hearing about these tragic deaths yesterday. So many people lost their lives in that helicopter crash. And a lot of them, 2 of them were mothers. One, in fact, had 3 kids under 12 years old. She coached Kobe Bryant's daughter's basketball team. She was a mom. She was a wife. You know, she just was on her way to a game like any other day. It was a routine ride they take all the time. There was nothing different about it, except this particular ride ended tragically. So I just really have a question that I would love an answer to. I really want to know from you, what is it inside of you that you really want to create? Is there something burning inside of you that you have always wanted to do? Is there something inside of you that you've always wanted to learn, or a cause you want to dedicate yourself to, or a hobby you want to try? Like, what is it that you really want? And I would love if you would leave a comment at the end of this in the comments, and please share, what is it that you want to create? What creative contribution do you want to make in your lifetime? Thank you so much for listening. Please like this video and please subscribe, because I would love to share more of my passions with you of emotional intelligence and personal development for us moms out here. Thank you so much. Bye.